Yuck! Welcome everybody to Jolly JDK's NMMA Fun Hour. On today's episode, we're gonna learn about friendship. That's right, friendship, like what AD and Kawhi share, even though Kawhi never progs. Alright, that's about all I got in me. Let's jump into prog, baby. Starting off the 76ers. Looks like they have a healthy amount of green. Moutier +4, that's huge for their new acquisition. +4 to 20-year-old Wade Baldwin, that's also big for them. And +2 to Nance Portis and for the minutes qualified rookie event for Zubats. It was a good outcome for Dr. Tequila. Going over to the Voyagers. +2 for Hall and Forbes is pretty good, and Nash. Swift and Leonard get a little bit as well. For the Bucks, +2 to Nurk is nice. Napier up a little bit. Some regression for Lopez, Brown, and Dudley, but I mean, they're all pushing 30 at least. For the Bulls, Field +2. Little bit of regression for Rondo, although his three-pointer went up. Hibbert also, just tiny bit of regression. Nothing to be too concerned about, but something to watch out for. For the Cavs, tiny bit of attribute progression for Ibaka and Harden is good. +2 for TJ McConnell. Little bit of regression, unfortunately, for Danny Granger and Lou Will, though. And Okafor. And for the reigning champs Fighting Irish, -2 for Stoudemire. He has 34, though. -1 for Stuckey is kind of surprising, considering how good he's been. But, I mean, 87 for a 31-year-old isn't bad. A little bit of progression for Harkless, Mayo. Mayo is kind of surprising. Wright and Muhammad. They're going to be right back in contention this next year for sure. For the Sonics, yes, they will be renamed the Supersonics. It's just a matter of the rebranding, and I can't change anything until we get to the regular season. +3 for D'Lo. That's awesome. Yeah, +3 for Derek Jones as well as Beasley. +2 for Law, Looney, and Tyus Jones. That's quite a bit of progression for them. The Grizz get +3 to Pat McCaw. +1 to McCormick. Looks like he is becoming a pretty good defender. For the Hawks, that +2 from Eric Gordon's actually +3 that his attributes were increased from the random event last year. Leonard actually goes +1, despite the bid at the beginning of this video. AD +1 is pretty amazing too. Personally, I got the Hawks as the favorites, and I'm going to call that out right now before Cookie can start selling. The Heat get +3 for Murray, +4 for Brogdon. Whew. And that was without the minutes qualified rookie event hitting him. +2 for Winslow. The Pels get +2 to Capella. He now has A+ inside D and rebounding. It'll be a very important screen setter for them. Pretty much their only traditional big, too. The Jazz get a little bit. Vonleh and Wancho. +3 to Luke Snow is nice. Hopefully he gets some looks, as well as Van Vliet. I wonder if they're going to conflict at all. For the Kings, +3 to Glenn Robinson is pretty good. Watch out till Luke acknowledges how great that trade was. For the Knicks, a little bit of regression for 36-year-old Joe Johnson. Beginning regression for 33-year-old Andre Iguodala, too. Sad times, end of an era. But Lyles and KCP are both up. For the Lakers, +1 still for Ajinça, just fucking ridiculous. That IQ is up to an A-. Terrence Ross +1 for the Magic. Is it Terrence Ross? Yeah. Forgot that he was there. The newly branded Las Vegas Gasms +4 to Devin Booker, +3 to Brandon Ingram, +1 to Otto Porter. This is finally a pretty serviceable and very exciting team.
Spida Mitchell just added to the fray as well. Things are only going to be looking up for Vegas, where the fans always come first. For the Nets, +3 to Ben Simmons and +3 to Max Garrett. Just brought in Kuzma. Amazingly got Prague for 34-year-old Tyson Chandler. How the hell does that work? +1 for Lowry as well. Denzel Valentine +3. Zizic +3. Whew. For the Nugs, a little bit of a regression, unfortunately, for Odin, even at only age 29. Ariza going down. Terry Rozier going up is nice. Klay Thompson and Curry get a little bit of a boost. For the Pacers, +4 for Towns. Oh boy. +2 for Jokic. Base 89 now. Tiniest amount of regression for Carmelo, although we don't see that reflected in any of his attributes, probably just intangibles. Nene down, Boobie Gibson down. For the Pistons, oh boy, all over the place. +4 for Buddy Hield is huge for them, as well as Ben McLemore. I wonder how this tank chemistry is even going to work with their two top players playing the same position. Probably going to be Ben McLemore is more of a point forward at the 3. The Raptors get +2 for Flores. That's awesome. Tiny bit of regression for Darren Williams, but I mean, he's 33. That's not that bad. Playmaking is still where you want it to be. Progression, amazingly, for Nick Young. +3 for DeLon Wright is awesome. That should be very important for their defense. Hood, Finney-Smith, and Prince all get +2 as well. For my Rockets, +3 for Embiid. +4 for Miles Turner. And, take these +4s with a grain of salt for Brown, Slow-Mo, and Nwaba. All of that is at least partially contributed to by some small forward position change cheese. So I think all of them got a +2, including Karis LeVert from that. +2 for Dame. The Dame 90 overall is still alive. Will he be hitting that in his late 20s? Who knows? But yeah, it's not off the table yet. Crew ain't eating that crow pie. The Suns, with their total of 7 players signed. Lisan Al-Gaib. Muad'Dib. Come to set us free. Bring us to paradise. That's about the only good news the Suns have right now. Richie Hall +4 is pretty great. +2 for DeJounte Murray. +2 for McCollum and Randall. Things are looking up for the Axolotl. +4 for Elfrid Payton. Whew. +2 for Giannis. +1 for Nate. A little bit of good inside scoring for Drummond, too. Gary Harris +3. That is huge for them. They've needed that shooting. Honestly, I'd maybe be starting Gary Harris now. I think that he could take over that rush spot. We'll see what the new management with Meat and his boys do for Minnesota. Oh boy, for the Trailblazers, they get +3 for KP and +3 for Oladipo. Bit of a late bloomer. -3 for Varejao is unfortunate, but I mean, he's 34. Vucevic will probably be playing quite a bit more of the 5, although they also do have Samuel Adams, Steven Adams. So things are looking up for Portland for sure. Warriors get +4 to Gabriel Hunter. He is finally blooming quite a bit. And +2 to Jordan Clarkson. Boris Diaw down a little bit. Hey, Deonta Davis, I forgot that he was even on this team, got +3. So they have some building blocks. And the Wizards, to round things out, that +3 to Kevin Love is because he started out the last season as a small forward for whatever reason. So that is position cheese. But +3 to Ennis is quite good. I think that is also position cheese, actually, because we don't see any change to the attributes. Otherwise, I mean, a little bit of regression for Brandon Roy, but not too bad. That should round things out. All right, we should have the start of season video out not too long from now. And MMA is back, baby.